it's a great day and welcome you to editorials broadcast from Canada. My name is Sandra Asante. Today we are looking at Ethiopia. They are saying that it has made a headway in war against the Tigray forces, as well as Chinese foreign minister arriving in Ethiopia in all the conflict. I think they're trying to get some sort of a solution for that. So don't go anywhere. I'll be back after the break. You're welcome back from the break. We're starting off with the visit of the Chinese minister, and the Chinese foreign minister has arrived in Addis Ababa for an official visit to Ethiopia as Western nations urge their nationals to leave the Horn of Africa country over the escalating conflict in the north. Ethiopia Deputy Minister Demeke Mekonnen welcomed the Chinese foreign minister on arrival at the airport in the absence of Prime Minister Ahmed, who is the frontline leading the fight against the forces loyal to the Tigray People's Liberation Front TPLF. Mr. Wang is expected to hold discussions with Mr. Demeke. China has previously highlighted its opposition to external meddling in the internal affairs of Ethiopia as it later faces growing pressure from the US and some European countries over the conflict in the north and a worsening humanitarian crisis. So we hope they'll be able to find solutions to Abiy Ahmed and its allies, their decision to finalize in all this. But now Ethiopia's government said its forces have recaptured a swath of territory in the north of the country in a major counter-offensive against forces loyal to the Tigray province and have gained the upper hand in a year-long civil war. That's what they are claiming. Fighting has engulfed Africa's second most populous nation since Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed ordered incursion into Tigray in retaliation for an attack on the federal army base. So the conflict, which show no signs of letting up, has hampered investors' confidence in what was one of the world's fastest growing economies and sparkled a sell-off in the nation's bond. After initially being pushed out of the Tigrayan capital of Mekelle, the region's ruling party, Tigray People's Liberation Front, struck back and its troops retook the city, most of the province and part of the neighboring Amhara and Afar regions. That raised fears they could, sever key trade route or even stage a strike against the capital of Addis Ababa. But Ethiopian Defense Forces have launched a counter-offensive on the organization, and the Prime Minister is now leading this front. From that front, Balike Soyom, Abiy's spokeswoman, told reporters in the capital on Tuesday. In the past few days alone, great strides have been made in forcing the TPLF to relinquish their occupation of key areas, and we are threatening that they could choke off the country has been averted. That's what she's claiming. But the government's claim could not be independently verified, and it was unclear whether a major turning point has been reached in the fighting. There was no immediate response from Tigray's officials, who have previously said they were winning and their forces had advanced to within 220 kilometers, that is 137 miles of the capital. On Wednesday, Abiy's office said the government offensive had continued to yield results. That's what they are claiming. So the forces pushed out of the several strategic villages and towns along or near the main road between Tigray and Addis Ababa. We all know that is untrue. But thousands of people have died in the conflict and hundreds of thousands of others have been displaced. Humanitarian agencies says more than 1 million people are in need of aid. Berlin accused the mainstream media of spreading a false narrative that exaggerated the extent of the war, ignoring the fact there is no fighting in Tigray and peddling libelous stories of ethnic cleansing and genocide by the government. The US, UK, France, and other Western nations have urged their citizens to leave Ethiopia, and the United Nations have evacuated most of its staff. The European Union has meanwhile warned that there is a risk of Ethiopian, disintegrating completely unless the two warring sides agree to a ceasefire. So African Union envoy Olusegun Obasanjo, a former president of Nigeria, is spearheading effort to broker a truce. So let's see what happens there. Thank you so much for watching today's editorials. My name is Sandra Asante. You should have a great day.